the third live tonight, and I promise y'all, this is not even it. Because if you remember, I told y'all that the third live was going to be a late night live, right? But I just got off the phone with my mother. This live is for the mother lovers. This one, and it ain't even gonna be long, but this is gonna be, it's gonna be nice. It's for the mother lovers. If you're a mother lover, put a one in the chat. If you catch the replay, put it in the comments. I want to know who's the mother lovers. Cause I'm a mother lover. Like I am a mother lover of my mother. I love my birth mother. One of my absolute besties. I've known her for 8 years and I've known her mom as long. And I call her mom my Atlanta mother and I love her. I love them ladies to pieces. I love my birth mother. I love my Atlanta mother. I have another New York mother because if you know, you know, in our community, when you have friends, especially in the female part of the community, right? We tend to trans females, cisgendered or biological females, we when we grow in a closeness or affinity, she becomes cis, and by proxy, her mother becomes mom. And when I tell you this particular bestie mom in Atlanta, I'm not gonna hold you. I love this mother. I So even Amora, I swear to you, I was not even planning on going back. It's not even any money involved, so you know it's not that, right? This is not. I'm not monetized. I'm not at a number where people are sending droves of cash. So if I get on here live to talk about something, just know it's out of whatever else I would normally be doing. For it's coming from like my heart. I just got off the phone with my mom. We speak fairly regularly. Keep in mind, I have a lot of siblings. A lot. I have literally like 9 siblings. But anyway, so I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, last time we spoke, that I had really started to take the YouTube thing seriously, and that my YouTube journey has begun in earnest. And so I started telling her what the journey has been like, 100-mile milestone and and my mom was like, and I can't wait for you to meet her. She ain't gonna cam up though. But y'all gonna meet her. But and she was like, well, baby, I've always told you how smart you are. Always said that if anybody can do this or that, that it's no, you can't do it. And this is a fact, by the way. This is what my mom is not capping. Ever since I was a child, my mom has recognized something within me different from my siblings. And the beautiful thing about it is that my siblings recognize too. So it never created this sense of, oh, this person's smarter than me. Like literally all of my siblings tell me and have always told me, has always said that I possess energy, intellect, and talent superseded anything that someone would think would be flawed to me, whether it was my gender choices or gender experiences or whatever the case may be. So even at this age, right, to still hear that and get that energy from your mom is like just so life affirming and beautiful and so lovely and delightful and everything that grown folks still need as much as we sometimes pretend that we don't, right? So still, if you're blessed that your mom is still here, is still here, and I really hate to use mom. I'm gonna be honest with you because I see it as a source of pride when I refer to in inflections and nuances that differ is and what a mom is. So for me, the it is that every mom knows how to be a mom, but not every mom knows how to be a mother. I'm gonna repeat that. Mother knows when and how to be a mom, but not every mom knows when and how to be a mother, right? It's it's a different dynamic. It's not two of the same things with difference of distinction. That's not what this is. There are certain things that make up a mom, and there are certain things that make up a mother, and both of them are beautiful and have value in the life and direction and rearing of a child. However, the mom place is not where you want to get stuck. That's not the lane you necessarily want to get stuck in. You don't want to get stuck in the mom lane. Ain't mom short for, you know what? Oh my God, glory to God. I don't even want to. You know what? If there's a, I don't know what the YouTube method of speaking in tongues is, but whatever it is, I've spoken it and y'all ain't heard it. But if you look at it this way, right? What's half of the word baby mama? Mom, right? Mom. Half of the word of baby mama is mom. You rarely ever hear somebody say baby mother. People say baby mama, right? And mom is half of mama, right? So clearly there is a level of echelons in the term mother. That's why we don't never say mamahood, we say motherhood, right? You never heard somebody say, "Oh yeah, mamahood." You would look at them like, "What in the ghetto?" Oh, I just know I pulled up to the ghetto. You hear people use the term motherhood. My mom was a mother because, again, a mother knows when and how to be a mom, but not every mom. Some do. Low key, most don't. Not every mom knows how and when to be a mother. Amora said 100. You definitely shine. Okay. Amora, you let me find out you. Okay, well you know what I'm saying? You the one audience, you okay. I get it, Amora. I love it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I love it, I respect it, I receive it. You here for it. You made a conscious decision that this is a journey that I'm fitting to follow even through the struggle streams. I'm gonna make sure that 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, I'm able to say I was there at the bottom. I was on the ground floor. I remember when Dominique put them first nails in, that old cranky plank. I remember when Dominique got that, it was secondhand soil that she used to put the first wooden stakes in this house. I love you and I appreciate you for that, Amora. I want you to know I don't take it for granted. I won't take and pray that I'm blessed with enough other people like you who are patient and diligent enough to get through these beginning string months with. It hasn't even been months yet, to be honest. I've only really been doing this in earnest for about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, maybe, right? But you've been here, and I just want to just pause whatever I got going on, whatever I'm to say that I appreciate that. Now I'm a little upset with you made me do this segue because I tell y'all all the time I'm a woman of a certain age. So, I can be thinking about I can be thinking about something for 1 minute, and if I take my mind off of it long enough, and for me, long enough might be 10 seconds, it might take me a second more to travel back. So if you give me a second to travel back, I'll get there. But the way that I get there is to segue back to the point that I was in regards to my mom and the uplift that that conversation gave me, even in my adulthood, and how we reach a certain point in life where we try to pretend that we don't need those things anymore, and for the most part we probably don't. But when you have one or both, and in my case both of my parents are still with us, and you're blessed to hear a kind word, an encouraging word, an uplifting word. Thank you, Amora. I wish you success as well. And you want to experience what you experienced as a child when you got ready for as mine did, and listen to you recite the Martin Luther King speech for her over and over again, and you must have tortured her with it because did it 20 times and it was like, Ma, just hear it one more time. Make sure I get, do I have enough bass in my I have a dream. Do I have enough bass in my voice, Ma? And your mom is looking at you and beaming with pride. And she's like, you don't know what's going on in the inside. She may want to go to bed. Okay, you got her food burning on the stove. But mama is sitting in that kitchen listening to you. And that you in this case is me. Recite that Martin Luther King speech from verse 1 to closing over and over and over again, and encouraging you and telling and pouring into you so much about how great you sound, how different and unique your voice is, how you have been able to use your voice to mimic Dr. King's voice in a way that oh yeah, you gonna blow that talent show away, baby. That was my mom. That is still my mom. It's so beautiful to know that the 800 miles hasn't changed that. That the lipstick and the hair and the heels have not come between that. That I still have a mother who recognizes that sometimes her child needs a word of encouragement, and as long as my mama is here, I'm fitting to get that. I don't know about y'all's mamas. I don't know about y'all's mothers. I don't know. I want to know. That's why I said, like, even on the replay, like, I would put a one in the chat if you got one of those. The mother who knows when to be a mom, not the mom trying to figure out how to be a mother. Because again, it is a difference. And I do know that most of y'all will probably catch this on the replay. But like I said, I do want to see that one. But if nothing else, I have to give my mom her flowers for that, because my mom is up in age. I will not give you her age, but I will tell you that she is past the biblical age promised to those who serve the Lord in the way that has been prescribed for them to do so. And witnessing my mother's life, witnessing my mother's lifestyle, witnessing my mother's diction, speech pattern, the things that will come out of her mouth, and the things that would never come out my mother's mouth. I can see why she would be blessed to have made it across even the biblically promised age. Okay, Amora, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like, listen, to have that kind of a mother is something to behold. It is something to be cherished. And it is something to, even with one person in a room, talk about. Because my mom is that worthy of that type of recognition. And when y'all get the opportunity to meet her in an interview or whatever the case may be, um, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, Dominique, I could just feel that just from the, like, yeah, her energy, that motherly energy resonates through the darn phone, computer, whatever it is. If you know, you know. Energy, you know how energy works. It doesn't, you do not have to be in the presence of energy to feel it. And if you think that you have to be in the presence of it, it's because your energy calibrator is very low, because maybe your energy sucks. I'm just going to be honest with you. Your energy probably sucks. Because for those whose energy is in the right place, you can usually pick up on other energies even while not being physically in the presence of that energy. As long as you have some awareness that the energy is where it is, or that the energy is out there, you can pick up on it. And if you can't, it's because your energy sucks, bro, sis. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. It is what it is. Sometimes mine sucks. I mean, I'll be honest. We're human, so it's nothing. It's not no tea, no shade. I'm no better, but I'm no worse. You feel me? It is what it is. With that said, I will use the word y'all, but since y'all is literally Amora Del Mar, and I know she don't got no split personality, so it's her literally. And I love it. Like, this is gonna be one of those epically memorable streams that years from now I'm going to be able to look back on and say, you know, I remember that there was this one live where I literally had one person consistently in the audience, and I still did what I had to do, because at the end of the day, it's not necessarily about the numbers for me. It's literally about, I mean, what is the name of my channel? It is Dominique Speaks. That's gonna happen here. It's gonna happen a lot. And it doesn't matter if it's one, but as long as that one person is somebody dedicated, committed, and they're not on the BS, and they're actually here for the right purpose, trust me, God is gonna multiply that one. It's gonna happen. And there's nothing that anybody can do to fix, change, or you're not subscribing is not going to fix that. You're not liking a video that you know, damn it, you loved. You loved it, but you don't even want to like it. I'm not talking about you, Amara, of course. But you know you loved it, but you don't even want to like it because you just can't digest the idea of helping someone move forward who doesn't fit into every nook and cranny of your value system. Not theirs, but your value system. That's fine. You can take that tack. You can sit here and hate watch. You can watch from the bushes. Cause see, one thing about me, I have ankles. When I start to hear the rattling of them dang snakes, when that humidity starts to hit different, When I started hearing the sounds of somebody ghost ass relative, I comes out the bushes. I comes up out the bushes. See, a lot of y'all like to hate watch or even like watch, love watch, but from the bushes. So you don't want to hit that button. Baby, gonna want to hit that button. Especially if you know in your soul I done earned it. Stop playing. Like, go on and hit the button. It ain't gonna kill you. And it ain't even gonna do the world. It's not like it's gonna do the world for me. Y'all be acting like we asking y'all to do something that y'all, I guess y'all think is fitting to be life changing. And if it's done in large amounts, but the way some people act when they come to hitting those buttons and subscribing and hitting that notification bell and things of that nature, trust me when I tell you, there's gonna come a time, and I know I probably gonna you're gonna hear me say this toward the end of every live. There is going to come a time when you are going to want to be one of those people who are saying, oh yeah, I was there I remember when the first plank went down. I was there. I remember I was Dominique with the new Dominique done got a little Dominique done got some equipment. Yes, Dominique done got him some equipment because you know I don't give a damn what you call me. Just call me a successful content creator in due time, and I'll be perfectly fine with that. So you want to get in on the ground level, and I give y'all this nasty New York City weeks or 2 week vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gonna want to get in here, come in here, get in here, come in here, be in here, stay in here, stay in here. It's going to happen. And there is not a thing that's going to change that, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because my mama said it won't. And my mama been saying it to me since I was a child. And it's taken this point in my life to accept that, embrace that, and use that in a way in which I never had. Because I'm going to tell you something about my confidence. It didn't come with me at birth. It never comes with you at birth when you're in the LGBT community. Never. If anybody in this community tells you that their confidence came with them at birth, they are either lying or their LGBT experience occurred extremely late in life. When you live this experience, it is a natural byproduct, a natural symptom to question yourself, to question your worth, to question your value, to question your place and your belonging in the world, in your even in your community, and sometimes, sadly enough, in your family. So the confidence was not always there. So even as all my life, I had an uncle, right? And he's actually my favorite uncle. And there'll come a story time about this particular uncle. But I just to kind of pad the platform for that content to come, my favorite uncle. Somebody in Harlem, I backed out. I backed out. I didn't do it. I backed out. You know why? Let me tell you why. He was putting me up for comedy because everybody that's known me has told me literally all my life up to the moment of my life, like, bid, you could be a stand, You could, like, even in these lives, you hear me kind of rip. That's nothing in comparison to what some people have witnessed come from me in terms of natural humor, just a natural ability to make people laugh. He was putting me up for comedy, but I didn't have the confidence. I just didn't. I'm live. This is confidence is new to me, especially that I don't give a damn level of confidence. Yeah, that's new. My confidence comes came in waves. My confidence came in steps. My confidence came in drips and drizzles. It is only now at completion point. It is only now at the I don't give a damn level. It is only now at the point where I can tell you as that if you're a man and you spend time with me and we lay up together, you will go to sleep with Tina Turner and wake up with Ike Turner. It takes a certain level of confidence to even be self-deprecating in that way, right? So I didn't have it then. I have it now. It's here. It's here. So if you're a hater, if you're somebody who thinks that you're gonna, troll the crap out of me and troll me out of this space, I just want you to know that the road ahead for you, is long, it's dark, and it's uphill. For me, it's well lit because I've seen it before, I've heard it before. It's on flat ground because my feet remain firmly planted on my goals and they will not move from the 10 toes down position in which they stand because some hating ass self loathing troll somehow thinks that if they point out a flaw, a perceptive flaw at that, I'm not built that way. I'm just not built that way. So I just want to say that, as we move forward in this space, we will grow. We're going to get exactly where I envision being. And we're probably going to do it a lot sooner than you all even think or imagine. Because if you pay attention long enough, you yourself, you're going to be sharing things. If you actually go through my content, ain't no way you don't find something that you be like, oh yeah, I got to share this. This crazy. This here is wild. Whatever it is, right? You're going to find it. And it's fine for those who don't. Even just elevating my name in these YouTube streets. What Dominique's perspective was, well, I like how Dominique felt about, or well, I wonder how Dominique thinks about. You elevate my name in comments and chats in these people's panels, we're going to grow. We're not going to always be the little engine that could. But even as we are the little, we still gonna pop out ish. We still gonna be outside, gonna slay. We gonna be clean. We gonna look good. We gonna be on point, and we're going to stand ready for the success that's about to come as a Dominique speak very much again for your time and that late night live. It probably still will come. You know what y'all gotta let me do? Let me roam these YouTube streets for a few hours. Let me see who all out in these streets because I know Pipio and y'all they gonna be on one corner. I know that if I go down the street, If I there's that castle on the, y'all know the castle on the corner. It's that the big castle, and it's that beautiful queen. Yes, that one, her vibes queen. I know every time I walk past that castle like 2 o'clock in the morning, the lights be on. They be up. They be up. Y'all listen, listen. I'm getting close to the to say this. I don't know what they got going on in there, but the lights be on. The lights be on every time I walk past that castle. The lights is on. I do, but sometimes the mosquitoes and the mice scare me out the bush, and I have no come out the bush, and I have to join them in the. I want y'all to know that y'all should be joining them in the castle as well. Okay, so y'all make sure that y'all are subbing and checking out Miss Vibes Queen's channel because you will crack up. If you like, I don't know about y'all, I love to kiki. I do. I do. I like a good laugh. I like a good old nasty. You know them old nasty laughs where you look a certain way and you just be like you just are so grateful that nobody can witness the laugh that is fitting that's coming out of you in that moment because literally your eyes is like in the back of your head, right? And your face is contorted all types of ways and you just look absolutely catatonic crazy, right? That that's what be going down in there. Like we really key inside the castle. We do. So if you up late at night, y'all make sure y'all catch them. Y'all catch PIF Yo. Y'all catch Yarbo TV. I don't normally see sitting up on satellites up late at night, but I saw this and she's a strong. I mean a she's a vocal critic of ASI. However, however, if you like to just key, oh, oh my God, oh my God, sitting on satellites will have you like, what the? She's quirky, she's funny. I don't think that she's as mean spirited either as I see from I don't want to get into that. I'm not even gonna address that. But just know that differences in opinions or not, I absolutely have enjoyed some of her content. It says, did you ever know a guy named Nelson Rogers? Where are you from, Tangalaroo? Right? Don't sister girl, SOS be cracking me up. Like I be in the bushes feeling guilty as a motherfucker. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, like I am loyal to the platform. But I'm loyal in adult way, if that makes any sense, right? Like I'm not like we not crash out dummies for nobody, if that makes sense, right? But I don't even think that that's what this person expects me to be or would expect me to be. Um, so that's neither here nor there. But where's he from? You ever watch Three? No, I've not. Okay, I'm from North. Oh my God, you're from North Carolina. Mm. Tenga, you kind of tripping me out a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Amora says she's one strong woman. Okay, I got it. Okay. Tangalaroo, I'm not gonna lie, you're a little bit. Um, the name, that name for sure, wrote me in a very very personal way. So yeah, you are tripping me out. And you said of years ago. Okay, first question. What made you ask me that question? Or that question? Pronounced like tangerine. Okay, I must have missed something. A couple months ago. Cracks me up. Did you know a guy named you? When I asked what me that question? Because this live was almost over, but damn it. If I don't get to the bottom, come on. You cook and cater, and he did as well. He had a life partner. Okay. You just put my mind at ease. Tripping me out. I completely get it. So the answer to yes, but I don't think that is the same individual. And thank you for that compliment. Um, Something tells me I would be accurate if I returned that compliment to you. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And but yeah, I love to cook and I do love to cater. Um, I wouldn't have been his life partner, and I don't know him. Um, I'm kind of not really even for the whole thing. No, I'm at a point in my life. I keep telling y'all I'm a person of a certain age, babe. You know, been there, done that type ish, and like at this point in my life, like you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be bogged down in nobody's type of relationship, drama, extra ish. Oh no, I'm good. It'd be so peaceful inside my own home. I ain't even got no wig on now, y'all. I'm talking to y'all. I ain't got a picture here in my head. Mm-hmm. Not a, I mean, nothing. Yep, I still got that bit. Look, I walked. It was so hot and sweaty and muggy out there. By the time I got back from the store, my motherfucking wig was doing his best Michael Jackson impression because that motherfucker was backsliding like a mother. That wig gave Michael Jackson a run for it. If my wig would have auditioned for that, Michael would have been screwed. Cause that wig, that the backslide, it had was just given 30, 40 minutes ago. Oh no, you know how you ever get in your house and that's the first thing you do is take that mother effer off. It was one of them things. It's like that. Y'all be thinking that these like it's no human being is my op. There's no such thing as a human op in the summertime. My ops literally be the sun, the mosquitoes, the empty water fountains. Those be my ops. I'm not even Tango said the humidity is hateful. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like the humidity, the sun, the mosquitoes, them, the gnats, those be my ops. F a human. A human, you ain't doing you can't say nothing over here. Ain't shit you doing to me, and definitely not in person in my face. Like what? Like good luck. Try me. Try me. Schedule a meet and greet. Try me. You understand what I'm saying? Have human ops. Have human ops because I don't fear human beings enough to think of human beings in that way. My ops literally be higher fans that are not working properly, businesses that don't crank up their AC, Ubers and Lyfts that don't crank up their AC, mosquitoes. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that Pop Some Tag song is like my op. I'm not gonna I know that sound crazy. I know it do. I know that sound. I feel like that song is my op, y'all. Cause first of all, I come from a city where I come from a I come from a background where mm, bitch, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. 20 years ago, I probably would have been the one answering that call. Boosting, is where you. I'm right here. I'm. Somebody said Dominique. I know I heard it in Spanish. I'm boosting. Here I go. What you need, a fur coat? Oh, you just need a Walkman. Not a Walkman. I'm dead. Not a mother effing walk. Oh, what you need? Okay, I got your boots. They right under this girdle, girl. Girl, you better give me to get down the street and turn the corner before I pull it out. Cause you're about to get me caught. They're gonna have to do a remix. Boosting bitches where you at? On rolling mad. You better be patient. You ain't got $30, $40 anyway. Girl, get out my face. So when I hear that song, I ain't gonna lie, I be struggling inside. I be fighting for my natural life. I do, cause I've always had things in my life, y'all. Like I was like, there are times and points in the 20 years and 25 plus years ago of it all that this is even pre Dominique. I'm not going to cap you. Like where I was literally like running up in all of the Macy's of it all, and the Barnes and Nobles and the Gimbals and the Balducci's and I mean the Kmart's of it all, and I mean some of them stores I used to boost from the Gimbals and their Balducci's on 34th Street is 34th and Broadway is no longer there, darling. And these were multi-million dollar stores. These were not no little mom and pop boutiques. These were stores that catered to who had coin up in them places in baby girl. You looking like a coin. So when y'all see those photos of me looking like a coin, okay, let me drink tea. Yeah, listen, because listen, you had to like a coin. You could not walk in them places and you got H&M out of Balducci's equivalent of a damn Timu uniform. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna clock you from the minute you walk in the door. No, you better walk up and you gotta smell like money too. You have to smell like money. So when back then when you was doing your boosting, you wasn't just gonna get you wasn't finna just get the clothes and you wasn't about to just get you would boost the listen, let me get that $100 bottle of that cologne. Oh, that perfume could. Oh, Elizabeth Taylor, White Diamonds. What they want? $140 for that. Yeah, let me get that too. So that the next store, next week's run, finna go out of state next week. We didn't. Yep, we gonna Jersey. Where we gonna go? Chicago. Oh, Miami. Where y'all going? Oh, oh, okay. Y'all, what you say? Oh, y'all with it everywhere. Oh, okay. Different era. Right. I feel you. It's a different time. Got social pushing y'all, boosting y'all. Celebrities is making songs about y'all. Like I respect. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just telling you, it's a struggle for me. When I hear that song, it's like, and I can't hear it when I'm in. I might catch a whole felony. I can't. I cannot hear that. Last week, I left a whole shopping cart. I had spent 2 hours in this store shopping. Finally, after 2 hours, I had gotten everything together and put in the car. Here that song came on, bro. When I tell y'all, I ran for that exit. I ran like Shakari Richardson getting jumped by a bunch of YNs in Brooklyn, New York. I was out of there. When I tell y'all, listen, when I tell y'all, I was running so fast. I had to get the hell up out that store because I already knew what was coming next. Because see, the devil had done jumped on my shoulder. He had done soon. I mean, from the soon as the beat dropped, the devil was on my shoulder. He said, "They asking where you at." I said, "What you mean? They not talking about no asking about where I'm at. Where I'm at. I ain't even been where they at in what 15, 20, 25 years. I'm nowhere near wherever they at. So ain't nobody asking where I'm at." He said, "Yes, they is. Listen, listen, listen." I listened, and lo and behold, I heard him. Boosting is where you at. I said, "Oh hell nah." The devil is a lie. See, you about to have me back in the clink clink. We not fitting to do this. We are not about to do this. I got a plan. I'm on a path. I got a clear vision. I got something going. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to build. I said, how the Bible tells you that if a man shall looketh at a woman lustfully, pluck his eyes out. First of all, let me just say I'm so glad that y'all not out here women for that and listening to that, because Lord knows the last thing we need is a whole bunch of you nasty ass dusties. Because we still need y'all, even your dusties. We still need you to look good. We want y'all plucking your eyes out, okay? Just because your eyes is lustful, okay? We don't. That's not what we. Right, y'all? Mood check is. Do we want that? The plucking out of the eyes? No, no, we don't want that. So keep the eyes in. They are lustful. Um, it's of course. There is a little bit. Let me read some of these comments of difference. Dominique stuck in my head in the kitchen talking about spin that. Is they not talking about how you finna do that time? Do I need to remake that? I think I need to remake it. Do that time. Do that time. Do that time. Right? No, no. Out of any store. And matter of fact, I feel like we're gonna do a whole light, not major. Now, if that happens while that particular song was on in the store, you can't. How the fuck? Are you crazy? Like, nah, y'all better have that. Y'all, it's AI, and we change it. Oh, we're going AI. That mother effer better be smart enough not to play some of these songs that's going to trigger something in people, I would think. Because I'm not going to hold you. I can't be up in all y'all stores and that song come on and y'all think I'm fitting to walk to the register and I mean, if I have a flashback, I have a flash, right? That's y'all ass. I got PTSD from them days. I ain't. I got PTSD from them days. Them 90s was. Oh, if you was a booster, if you was a person who. It's a skill. It's a skill. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Some of y'all don't. It's a rap. I guarantee you. Especially all the technology. Today, that's what I'm saying. Don't tempt me. I don't want to do that in this era. Nigga, the clothes is cameras. No. No. Y'all putting cameras in candy bars, all types. I don't want no, listen, I don't want no smoke whatsoever with these inventory specialists. I don't want no smoke with Walmart security. You feel me? I don't want no smoke with Target security. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna be bumping that business, you feel me, in a place where people typically get it in like that, then there should be a law passed that says that it's not a crime that happens when that particular record is on, because that record is triggering. I know y'all in here like, what in the. No, of course. Tango, there. I don't know why people ever think that there's been honor among thieves. There's never. That is a myth. There's never been honor among thieves. Like, to be a thief, isn't thought anymore. But I'm being honest with you to tell you that in the 90s, there was a period where boosting was literally $300 sneakers on my feet and leave my old ones in the box. I was a menace. I'm not gonna hold you. I promise y'all, I was a menace. I was a menace. And I was very, very good at it. I was scarily good at it. I was so good to the point that I no longer do that and have not been into that in decades. Like, that's such a way of behaving, thinking is absolutely a friggin' flex Bible. That's who I've always been. See, that's to me is what integrity speaks to, right? Not that people are perfect, but that people have baselines, that people have boundaries, that people have red lines, right? That people have no, don't go theirs. So I could literally walk out of I could walk out of a jewelry store with a bracelet on my wrist, but you could leave your Cartier bracelet on the kitchen table and I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't even want it. It wouldn't appeal to me. Even in the slightest, it wouldn't cross my. You could leave your wallet on the kitchen counter, and I'm not going to go inside your wallet because to me, that speaks to a certain level of thievery that is darker, more twisted, more evil, more sinister, and also more low vibrational and dirty to me. Like, that's kind of like that's low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dirty. Oh yeah, my in and out, my internet is probably gonna go in and out, and that's why I'm encouraging you all to like, share, subscribe, find other content on this platform to share, so that we are growing, we are building, so that we are monetizing eventually, and we are getting to a point where we have producers in the audience who are backing us with the dollar, and we are getting the equipment and the services and the things that we need to not just function, because we can pretty much function in this way, but in order to function in a more polished and professional way that lets people in this sector and this medium and this space know that Dominique Speaks with Dominique Leaks is a serious platform, and one worth buying into and spending time on and investing in any way, whether it is financial or not, but even just socially, emotionally, spiritually, pray for me. That's good. Those of you who pray and y'all go to church and y'all, even if you don't, but you know you have an affinity for the word of God, you still got some Christ left in you, even though you're not perfect, but you do pray. Keep me in prayer. You know what I'm saying? Ask God to strengthen the platform. Ask God to keep me humble as the platform grows, that my humility grows, not weakens. Those things are just as important to me. They really are. I think humility is sexy, by the way. And I think that more people should exercise it. There is something very attractive about humility, and especially coming from an individual. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, not to brag or whatever, but if y'all knew some of the accomplishments that I've had in my lifetime, some of the things that I've been able to do in my career spaces, I could flex a lot more than I do. I'm not going to hold you. I really could flex a lot more than I do. Um, I don't. But again, I honestly believe that humility is one least appreciated, least valued, but most important and beneficial character traits that we can have as human beings. Right? The ability to never think that we are greater than some of who we are. With that said, I cannot believe that this has been another hour live. Are you serious? This there's a timer. The time that I've been, yeah, I was born for this. I allowed my gender struggles. I allowed the dark melanation of my the non-traditional appearance and looks for so long to dictate what I would allow myself to believe about what I could be, what I could do, how I could contribute to the world, who would be interested in hearing from me. I have for too long allowed these things to hold sway over my life, over my productivity. I'm in a space in my life where I struggle way more harder than I should have to. And when I say hard, like, I don't want you to, don't let that paint the grimace picture, because it's not by a long shot, even. It's not that. But in comparison to where I could be in relation to my skills, there's a deficit, and I cannot ignore that. And I cannot lie to or shriek fact, and I know where it comes from. It comes from the fact that for so long I've let these things, the aforementioned, dictate how I proceed in life. I felt for so long that there were things I deserve because I did not fit the mold of so many of the other people that I saw in those things. It has taken me so long. It has taken so much work. Y'all have no the work. The work. It started with me leaving my home state. It started with me at a point in my adult life, literally 10 years ago now, leaving my home state where everything was there for me. My family, my friends, and I'm relationships that are like 20, 30 years old. Placing myself in the sink or swim environment of going from the north to the south and doing it without, when I tell y'all, so little help, so little, so little. But I did it. I did it. And in fact, it is the tenth year anniversary of leaving my home city to move south. And over the time, I built an entirely different career. I was not in food. Now, people have always told me I could cook. Students, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna admit that. Yeah, because I used to, I would cook for my classes and all that sort of. The ins and outs of culinary specialism and hospitality work and mastering it to the point where I can do anything in the front of the house, I can do anything in the back of the house. There is nothing in your restaurant, in your venue space that I cannot do. Nothing, zilch, zero. I do not care. Banquet, bar, banquet captain, event chef, event cook, line cook, sous chef, does grill chef. I don't care what it is. I have the skill set to apply myself. And that pulling myself up by the roots at what most people would say is the point in people's life where they get settled in. That's when I popped out. That's when I popped out. I popped out late because I grew up in an era where popping out early was not supported by any means. It was not supported the way that we thankfully support it now. Now people can pop out early, be who they are, live in their various truths. If you want to call it their lie, F it, call it that. But they get to live in it. And that's their choice. At least they don't have that you want to create for them. If we must live in a lie, let us live in our own. We don't have to live in a lie that you want to create. How about that? Since everything else about life is choosing the lesser of the two evils anyway, right? Whether it's politics or whatever, anything is better than living in a lie that somebody else created you. A narrative that someone else creates for you that doesn't comport with. I hope y'all don't see my booty calls flying across the screen. Do y'all see them? I know I hear them, but do y'all see them? Give me a if y'all see them. Put a one in the chat if you could see booty calls fly across my screen. Because I know you can hear it. It's one. It's that same person. He must be trying to link with me real bad. Okay, so you don't actually see the notification fly across. Okay, because that's a little extra. And I'm like, oh my God, baby, don't. I'm on live. Like, I don't know how to work. I'm still figuring these things out, baby. I'm tinkering these buttons. I, cause I could see your notification fly across my screen as a text message. So, hey, what's up, Vibes Queen? Look at you all up in here. Hey, girl. It's always nice to have you up in here. I was telling them about the castle. I said, sometimes it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's to do, and I go on and I get dressed. I put my nice little cute outfit on and I go on and just walk past the Queen's Castle because the light always be on late, like the light be on. And so, sometimes what I do is I get in the bushes and but then the mosquitoes and vibes, you know how they be killing me in them bushes. I almost got bit this time. So I always gotta pop out the bushes and be like, hi, trying to pretend that I meant to come inside. But I really low key just wanted to stay in the bushes. So, but you know what I'm saying? I fake the front and funk and be saying, what's up, y'all? Like I was knocking on the door the whole time or whatever. So I was telling these folks, like, I get up inside the Queen's Castle late at night because it be some classy royalty, but at the same time, it also gives you that little bit of you need. You know what I'm saying? Just that little edge to keep you, you know what I'm saying, on your seat. Saying you never know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna pop off in there. You know what I'm saying? The panel be lit. The comment section be everything in the Queen's Castle. So if y'all not doing nothing late at night and y'all out here in these YouTube streets hoeing around, like we do, you know what I'm saying? Cause I get up in these YouTube streets and going like 3 or 4 of the way. Okay? I get in these YouTube streets and a 304 the way on the late night. You understand what I'm saying? I get in a little bit of this one panel, I get in a little bit of that one panel, I go on the brick wall and the garbage can and I listen to this person and that person's and I be out here in the YouTube me. Somebody said, oh, Vibes Queen said, which interview? Wait, somebody else must have, okay. When had the come back here? Discuss it. I got you. I got you. And Vibes Queen, I'm going to pace my because I ain't going to hold you. Last night, I did fall asleep in the bushes. That was the first time I fell asleep in the bushes in a minute. And when I woke up, I had all kind of thorns and thistles. I smelled like one of some. So apparently, a skunk had sprayed on me while I laid there. I'm sorry, just relieve me of my belongings. So I'm gonna make sure tonight, if I get in them bushes, I'm finna make sure Adderall, whatever. Do I need to drink? Well, I'm sure I don't fall asleep in the bushes. So that when you hear me scratching, cause the mosquito, and you open that door to look out, cause sometimes I notice when you look out, who's outside? That I swear somebody out there, somebody scratching us. That be me. That be me. But tonight, I'm gonna make sure I don't fall asleep in them bushes. With that said, everyone, I'm gonna say good night for the umpteenth time. Let's get ready for what I'm exciting night of content coming from all of these wonderful content ASI critique content creators, none of whom I actually hate, by the way, ironically. I kind of like the idea of thinking of this as an ecosystem, as Golden Signatures. I believe it was either Golden Signatures or Lotus Flower Bomb described it as an ecosystem where everybody eats off of a particular content and that we also sort of feed one another based upon what we eat from that content. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't. I do not find any fault in that. As much as I will say that some commentary and the critiques can be overly dramatic, overly strong, I can also say that in ways things can be overly simplistic. So there's that balance. There's that yin and that yang that happen every of our lives, and why we expect it to be any different on these YouTube streets, I still don't get. But at the end of the day, if it's helping you get closer to the bag, you may not even be getting it yet. But if it's helping you get closer to it, it is what it is. Rock out. And Marcus, that go for you too, bro. Rock out. Do what you do. Because if you do everything right, they go. And in this space, it's more important that people talk about you than they say something good about you. You just need them talking. That's what this space requires. This space about the social media space does not require that nice things be said. The requirement is that your name be mentioned. And so, with that in mind, shit, Marcus, do you, bro? Do you? Because they're gonna talk about you either way. And if you do good, they're gonna talk about you less. If you do too much good, they're gonna talk about you less. You understand what I'm saying? Um, People ironically lose interest in good. We even my platform, to be honest with you, I'm sure my platform would grow a lot quicker if I got raunchy, if I got very like super duper messy. Now don't get me wrong, I can get a little like I like a little mess. Don't let's not twist up what this is. I don't not gonna tell you I'm like this. Oh, I'm 100% anti. No, it's all that's all a part of life. You can't avoid some of that, but I know that my channel is based on it, right? That's not the crux of what we do here. Yes, thank you very much, Amora. Do subscribe and like. Amora, you could would you mind you either you or Bob's Queen, would one of y'all mind putting my cash app in? It is ASHABZ. A Shabs. And as I always say, that is not an obligation. It is nothing more than an option, and one that you are not. Bob's Queen, but I really don't think of you as messy. I swear I don't. I don't. And if you are, it's directed in a way that is not consistent with what I personally would normally describe as being mess or messiness. Thank you, Bob's Queen, so much. And if it was, I would tell you and we would have a kiki over it because I'm grown enough and you know my motto, I don't give a damn. I don't. And y'all gonna see that time and time again on this platform that no, y'all can call me don't give a damn Dominique or Dom, whichever one you want. But I ain't never like I keep it real with people. If I felt that you was messy, I'd be like, girl, hell yeah, you messy as fuck. And we would get our kiki on because at the end of the day, who I'm checking, we grown. You grown just like I'm grown. Even if I'm growner than you, you still grown. You don't get points for being grown, I don't think. Shit. So it don't matter. But no, I genuinely don't feel as if you or the platform itself is genuinely and generally a messy platform. I just don't. It doesn't resonate with me in that way. You don't. To be honest with you, your platform would need to be a little bit more. You got to ratchet it up a little bit more for it to for me to even see it in that light. Like the type of women that be in there, the way, like the commentary, the way we communicate, the way we talk, the way the comment section be like. Nah, we not messy. We do kiki. Like we laugh, we get it in, we crack our jokes, whatever the case may be. But nah, as far as like messy, like nah, that's not the Queen's Castle. Don't that's the castle don't really be like that. First of all, Vibes Queen got all kind of shark vacuums. She got like all the latest. She got don't you? She just got the robot cleaner that keeps everything straightened out and in order. She got the Roomba vacuum. She don't use nothing but like she don't even use bleach. I forget what she told me the stuff she used to clean the wooden floors and stuff is. But no, the castle don't be messy. She keep it straight, like for real, for real. I think she even do, and even though she clean up she get like maid service like twice a week or something. No, the castle's not messy. Absolutely not. The castle do not be messy. I'm not even gonna hold you. Mm-mm. Right, exactly. Hello, the castle is prestigious. It's the castle is not messy. No. Bob's Queen, let me tell you something. You could have a much worse obsession than that. If we haven't learned nothing else watching Atlanta Street interviews, we know that we could all have a worse obsession than that, right? Because what we're learning is that while you have an obsession for the castle, there's some folks that have an obsession for the gutter. Make that make sense. Clock that T. Okay? Obsession for the gutter is crazy. The hell? What in the. What the. Baby. Mm-mm. I'll take that. Yeah, I would take your obsession or obsession for castles because at least a castle is still a metaphor for greatness. It's still a metaphor for grandiosity. It's still a metaphor for being above and beyond. So yeah, I can live with that obsession. Oh, you didn't even watch Marcus yet, Bob's Queen? Get out. Marcus actually had it going on today. I did a live earlier, a live reaction to the tragedy, learning that Cash is not what he says, and I believe he thought Cash was. So that was fire. That was very interesting to react to. Marcus, I'm not gonna lie, Marcus, I have to say, and I don't care if you in here, if you like Marcus or don't like Marcus, you got to give it up to him. His his business acumen in terms of output of content, his ability to pivot out of as well as back into situations, circumstances, storylines, story patterns, plot twists. How could you possibly say it's anything but superb? Real talk. Like, no. Real talk. Y'all call him a mastermind for a reason. Y'all call him that for a reason. It's because he's mastered the space, he's mastered the medium, he's mastered the energy of street sector content. And it's hard to take something like that away from somebody. It's kind of like saying that R. Kelly never made a hit record. It's kind of like saying, oh, R. Kelly could never sing. Like, what? Like, I get it. He screwed up. He's done some terrible things and absolutely should be dealt with, handled, canceled, whatever you want to say. Listen, put me on the bus. I'll drive that bus. But the bus I'm not going to drive is the bus that tells me that suddenly he is not relevant to the landscape of 90s and 2000s R&B music. You got life effed up. Like, you got life effed up. Am I now just supposed like it don't go that way. That's not it. That's not, yeah, and Diddy too. Like I'm see, this is what being grown is, and that's why I'm trying to build out this platform with people who are adult enough to know that two things can be true. I can think that reprehensible, absolutely nefarious individual, but I can also appreciate the fact that you would not have a 90s, 2000s landscape of music that was worth a damn thing if it didn't include music by Diddy and R. Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Usher's just not going to be enough. He's just not going to be enough on his own, since he would be in that trifecta, right? He's not going to be enough on his own to make that decade, those 2 decades, that relevant in music. Amora says, I hate to say it, but Diddy created a culture and time period that can't be replaced or denied. No, true. How do you not? Come on. It's not genuine. It's not genuous to say anything other than that. You cannot, to try to take these people's accolades away from them and snatch flowers before the grave is even dug is asinine. It's ridiculous. You can't ignore these things. They are truths, and it doesn't make you a bad person to acknowledge that truth while you at the same time acknowledge the reality that people have done some horrible things. Right? Anyway, okay, gotta go. Because I want to, it's time. I'm ironing my mini skirt. I'm picking out stilettos because the YouTube streets should be hot tonight, and I'm sure going to be out here looking in these YouTube streets. So good night, everyone. Thanks for showing up. Amora Del Mar, thank you so much. Also, Amora, start thinking about whether or not you think you can handle being a moderator. I haven't found the need for it yet, but I do know that as this channel comes, it's growing. So we can start thinking about that. Something to say. Ditto. Vibes Queen, take care. Love you. See you tonight. I don't even know if I'm gonna be in the bushes. I think I'm gonna just knock right on the castle's door tonight. We'll see. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Love y'all. Bye bye.